So welcome back. In the first part of this presentation, we discussed the deceptive food environment, habits, chronic diseases, risk factors for chronic diseases, and the potential harmful effects of processed food. Going on, I would like to focus on how to establish healthy default behavior when it comes to our fast food choices. So what are the fast food options in your home? It should be fruits and vegetables. If you keep chips or other unhealthy options, most likely your default behavior will choose those ones. So simply keep no chips or other unhealthy options in your cabinet. Fast food options on the go. Take some fruit, healthy snack bars, and water with you. And when it comes to that, you need just a quick bite, grab that apple. Prepare all your food at home. Make cooking priority. Again, if you keep prepackaged food in your cabinet, then most likely you will not cook. And it will be very easy to justify that you do not have time to cut up fresh vegetables and start from scratch. Therefore, just keep no prepackaged food in your cabinet so you cannot fall back onto the wrong or non-desirable habit. Make and eat your breakfast at home. Leave a little bit later so you have no time to stop at any fast food place. Also, take lunch from home with you. Leftover food is very delicious the next day in a sandwich or as a quick snack. And a few more healthy habit tips. Walk to nearby places. I believe we tend to spend too much time in our cars nowadays. Even if we would want to go to a close by place, just by habit we jump in the car and we drive there. One suggestion, maybe if you just leave enough gas in your car to go to work the next day, then you can avoid this temptation. When you go on family outings, bring food from home. If you cut up some fruit, vegetables, or you make some sandwiches the night before, then in the morning you just grab and go. Then you can avoid spending money on pricey items at fast food places. Involve your children in setting the table. And also, I think it's a good idea to involve them in food preparation as well. When they are part of it, they will be proud of their work, and then they most likely will eat the food that they were part of. Now let's look at before you leave your home. So eat at home before you go to the movies, for example. If you take no extra cash with you, then you cannot succumb to the temptation to buy outrageously priced, low-quality items. For me, a very interesting experience was when I came to America, that when I went out to the movies with friends, the first thing that they had to do is buy this huge load of food, fast food, and big sodas, and that's the way how I went to watch the movie. And I did not really understand because it was not really in my culture, it was not my habit. I went there to watch a movie, not actually to eat. So you can eliminate this habit as well if you just start thinking about, do you really need to buy food at the movie theater, or you go there to enjoy a movie? Another tip, make grocery shopping lists so you can eliminate impulsive buying. Has it ever happened to you that you went to grocery shopping and you were so hungry that you ended up buying 2 or 3 times more items than you actually needed? So if you have your grocery shopping list, then you probably will keep yourself within your limits. And let's see. Let me share a little bit about my personal journey of food experience with you. So most of you know that I came to America in 1997, and I came from Hungary. So on the left, yes, that is a map of Hungary, and the United States on the right. It's a little deceiving because Hungary is about the size of Massachusetts only. So let's see what I would want to share with you about my experience here. So I come from Hungary, which is a small, relatively poorer country in Eastern Europe with very different culture in many ways. Food is definitely something that you prepare and eat at home. And you eat it with your family. So family get together is a normal thing and consume food even during the week. Eating in restaurants is usually a luxury, or it's just you go out on special occasions. And no matter if you're poor or rich, this is just the norm. Even if you can afford, usually, you still prepare your food by culture and by habits at home. Then when I came to America, life changed. This restaurant versus eating out or eating at home changed completely for me. The social environment and the advertisements definitely did a very good job. I spent a lot of times with my friends. I was single and younger, eating out in restaurants and socializing, of course. I never thought about nutrition, not for 1 second. I still prepared some of my food at home, but definitely the proportions were very different, how much I ate at home or out. Then I also perceived it as the quality of my life improved. So now I could afford to eat out. But then very soon, actually, I realized that was not quite the case. And a big change in my life, 2005, my first child, Christopher, was born. And then in 2008, my second child, Patrick. Children, family, it completely changes your lifestyle. But the biggest life-changing event happened when my younger son, Patrick, had a seizure just 2 days before his first birthday. And right after he was diagnosed with severe food and environmental allergies as well. So I was in shock. I did not understand the whole thing. I was in disbelief. What happened? Why is it happening? I had no knowledge of anybody being diagnosed with any of these diseases in our family. So I started to research and read a lot about allergies and seizures and why they happen. In any literature, the more I read, the more I was pointed towards food, healthy lifestyle, healthy eating habits. And one day I made a very drastic decision. I basically swept out everything from our kitchen cabinet, everything that was in a box out, and I started totally restructure our family's food habits, cooking even more than before, and very strictly from fresh ingredients only, and I buy as much organic as possible. So I went back to my default habit that I brought with me, and for me that was a very easy transition because this is how I grew up as a child. So since then, I'm trying to educate and teach my children why healthy eating is important. But sometimes I feel that this is really swimming against the current because the social environment and advertisement definitely have impact on the children. But it's on us parents to educate them to be more critical thinkers out there. Now with that, I arrived at the end of this presentation, and I hope what you've heard so far and the activities that we are just about to do now would serve as an eye-opener for all of us. Please feel free to contact me if I can help you or your family with any nutrition information. Here is my contact information. And now let's see those activities that I know everybody's looking forward to. Spin the wheel and the big fish. Not quite, but food label reading and interpreting. So there are a couple of items here that we will start analyzing a little bit. Then we'll have a nutrient game. We'll have a kids versus adults team, and I expect that should be really fun. Then we will take a virtual grocery shopping. And then afterwards, I'll show you how to calculate your body mass index. And we will use a website from the USDA website, the Super Tracker, where we can calculate how much daily calories you need. And let's say today, how much you've already taken in, and whether you're on target or you've already eaten too much or not enough, and how are you doing with nutrients as well. And then I would be very happy to answer any questions. For those ones who are interested looking into the background of this presentation, here are my references. I would be very happy to share it with you upon request. And here's the last page. And with that, let's get to the activities. Thank you very much.